So I think understanding unit economics, knowing like whether people are going to pay for that thing or not, what available alternatives out there and how good they are. So obviously if you're delivering a product where there are no available alternatives, it's much easier to be shitty and be useful. Whereas if there's an existing market of very developed alternatives, you're going to have to do something quite different, or you're going to have to, offer at a much reduced or free price in order to gain market share. So, a lot of that can be done without actually building the product. I think people tend to dive into building product sometimes too quickly without either doing basic, landing page tests and user tests to figure out what the potential is for buying or building that service.
Here, and our message is kind of simple. It's just like let's change the world head on. You need case studies or just very basic examples of people who've done it. For the youth, I'd say get the youth entrepreneurs out, right? And get guys like some of these guys here who've done it young, been part of companies that have done it really young, and work with people who have done it young, and show it's possible. I think that's the most important thing. The other things, basically having the flow of capital, all these things, they're cool, but just give those examples that show, hey, you can go out, you can do it, and show that it's good work too, like you're employing people and you're moving things forward.
Each country has its difficulties, and I'm thinking that Russia right now probably is the best country, or one of the best countries when it can quite easily get venture money. Even talking about America, if you see all the venture capital, which is in America, it's about 50% is bootstrapping, as far as I know, and about 50% is the venture capital. So it's really hard to work with the venture capital, real venture capital with venture funds in America. It's more easily over here because there are less requirements. The market is really rising. There's a lot of funds, there's a lot of conferences where you can go and find. And I'm certainly sure, not depending on any country, you're going to find different characters in different difficulties over there.
If you want one specific practical thing to do to get yourself motivated to actually get started, especially in an environment where it might not be conducive to that, watch the Steve Jobs Stanford commencement speech, and in particular the part where he talks about death. Then maybe go and hang around with some cancer patients, and you would understand you don't really have all that much to lose, so just get started.